Hey there, Jeff Solomon from FreePromoTips, and I am here with Christine Hess from ASI, who's come all the way out to California from Philadelphia to share with this group of sales professionals, and it's really been an awesome day. Thank you so much for getting on a plane and coming out here.
Thanks for talking to me.
Oh, I'll tell you, it's wild. Of course, you're from a big city area, but you get to LA and it's like, oh my gosh, it's pretty crazy.
Freeways. Now I know what they say. No, don't take the 405.
Oh yeah, now you know what the 405 is, okay? And this hotel is right next to it, okay? And I get to drive back on it, so it'll be about 2 hours or so. Anyway, so you shared some things about social media. If you could kind of give us a highlight of a couple of those things that you and ASI are really doing. And by the way, thanks for helping set me up on ESP and all those things, because I'm like loving the program, ESP
Great.
Web. It's awesome.
Great. Well, I've always been a huge advocate of social media, but what really made me passionate about it was uncovering that 10%, less than 10% of distributors in the promotional product industry don't use social media for their business.
Oh my gosh, that's amazing.
No, it's still shocking to me, as I said. It's still unbelievable because they say, I don't have enough time, I don't have time to learn, I'm a face-to-face person, I'm very consultative, I'm very personal, and not realizing just how personal your Facebook connection can make you, how personal your LinkedIn connection can make you. And I do agree with Dana that I think the media makes it out like it's really complicated, and it is very simple. It's a basic setup, and you can make it complicated. You can manipulate it as much as you want to, but to get started, it's easy.
Right. Dana Zezzo shared today and really had some great stuff. He's sort of like the big cheese, I guess, of social media in the industry, but really setting the trend with how it all works. And we saw today that people, and some of it's generational, they're a little mystified by the whole concept of social media, and I believe you guys have some tools that are being implemented that make it easier, actually simple, for people to engage.
Sure. Well, just to hit on a few of those things is, one, we launched ESP website that is integrated with social media, in that a customer can find a product that they like and post it up on their social media, like let's say Facebook. Right. And I could post something on my Facebook that says, hey guys, what do you think? This might be a great idea for our firemen. I'm on the women's auxiliary. I want to send it out to all my group. When they click on that product and say, hey, what's that? They're brought back to the website that I sent it from. So It's not ASI's website, it's not corporate, it's the distributor's website. I mean, think how huge that is. And then also, we write award-winning content that distributors can post on their LinkedIn and claim it as their own. It doesn't say anything about ASI. And so here's some advice about putting together a great golf outing, and position themselves as more of a marketing and branding expert, more consultative, instead of posting product. Well,
Ryan, and one of the things I like, because I do use ESP, the search tool, and then coming along with that is the ESP website that's branded for my company. One of the things I really like about it is there is this business content that's at the bottom, and that's just aggregated content that you guys provide. But I actually dumped my own custom website to use yours for a variety of reasons. It looks good, and I didn't want to rebuild mine, but I like the idea that there's that business content. For me, that works. Now, most people in the promotional products industry, they are sellers of stuff, and like, here's the tchotchke, here's the pen, and all that, and of course, those things are there, but just that little added touch that there's content, I really like.
Well, plus now with, look, we're doing a video. YouTube is huge. It has a YouTube component where you would just cut and paste your URL to your YouTube. And now that most people are living on their mobile devices, they're on iPads, they're on iPhones, when they're at your website and they go to that YouTube video connection, they can watch it. That's one of the reasons, one of the many reasons why YouTube's so popular, is you don't have to worry about Flash, or if your software is compatible, you can watch a YouTube video anywhere.
Right, and since you mentioned that thing about mobile devices, okay, I've got to share with you a real world story, and that was when I was out at Panera Bread having coffee with a buddy, and and I get an email from someone who needed stuff quick. Okay, now you guys have this really slick iPad app, which I believe, if I'm not mistaken, comes along with the whole ESP package. I got on there, I found the product, all while I'm kind of sipping coffee and all this stuff, and I had it for him very, very quickly. And frankly, if I would have had to take the time to go back to the office and do the research and do it in the traditional way, this stuff had to be out really, really quick, and so I made the deal right there within an hour. And it's all because I had this whole mobile iPad app, and this is where business is going. If people are not engaged in mobile and having these tools like that iPad app and so forth, business just moves too fast. I don't like that it moves fast, but it does.
Yeah, instant gratification. And what, I don't even know if you know this, but if you had put that product on your clipboard on your mobile app, and so you remember, okay, this is the 3 products that I showed him, it syncs with your clipboard on your ESP web and your laptop. So when you get back, you can even have an excuse to follow up, take them off the clipboard, put them in a professional presentation and say, here's what we talked about. You know, let me know when I could give you a call or what the committee says or whatever. So it's all integrated, and we're always moving towards that full integration.
And it seems like the program is really simple. Now, I'm an old guy, okay, so my best thing is, and I just don't like to, I'm not technical really in nature, and I don't ask me to read a manual, okay? So I actually did have to do a presentation, and nobody's actually showed me, and I'm very privileged to have a relationship with like the top dog at ESP. What was your title? You know, you deal with all the, you know, you're like the senior person over there, but I was able to kind of click, you know, I had the clipboard, and I figured it out. I'm not totally lame, but it was pretty simple to use, and so I really believe, again, that these tools are going to be so critical to our success.
And we're updating it all the time based on distributors' feedback, so there's always new updates. And I think the biggest challenge to the presentation that you have right now, how it stands, is that people made presentations based on what it used to be, how the industry works. Well, I have to pick a category and do this, and really, if you're used to making PowerPoints or Word document, it's very simple. So I think a lot of people overcomplicated that, and it's just like what we talked about in today's sales meeting. You go where the customers are and you do what the customers need to do. So if distributors, even though I think it's easy, distributors can't work it, then we need to make the change, and we have.
Right. Well, I think these new tools are awesome, and thank you so much for sharing a little bit and coming all the way out to California and sharing it with this group of salespeople. Did you know I was born
in California?
No, where were you born?
It's like coming home, Sacramento.
Oh, well, that's not really California. All right. Now Dana does he does this thing, the Zoint. Now this, I think this might become like a closing video thing. You know the Zoint?
Well, that's his thing. Yeah. That's his thing. I don't know if we could do that together.
Well, let's just close with a Zoint. Have a great day, okay?